first. We are expecting showers and thunderstorms off and on throughout the evening hours. More tonight. Wait until you see the weather for tomorrow. WCIA 3 News, your local news leader, starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Doors had to be replaced, window had to be replaced.
This building is home to the town's police department, but that didn't stop a vandal from ransacking it. We'll show you the damage.
The state fair can be pretty expensive. We'll show you how you can spend your time without breaking the bank.
The Illini football team is about ready to hit the field for tonight's scrimmage. Coming up, we'll tell you what to watch for.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6 in high definition.
Kitchen window in the kitchen was broken out.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The vandal that broke into this building did a lot of damage. Good evening, I'm Dave Benton.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. He kicked in doors and ripped up walls, and the town of Ludlow is just now recovering. WCIA 3's Jessica Shaw was out there today. So Jessica, you saw this caused thousands in damages.
That's right, Jennifer. Now, the vandal caused $2,500 in damages. Now, the police department, along with a couple of town offices and the community center, were all in that building, and they are just now settling back in.
It's fun and games now. But a few weeks ago, the condition of this building was no laughing matter.
What did it look like when you got here that day?
A mess.
Ralph Cox helps manage the building. He says someone broke in through this kitchen window. The vandal then went on a tear, kicking in doors, ripping up walls, destroying $2,500 worth of property and equipment. Now, town offices, along with the police department, work out of this building.
Actually did gain access to the offices, but caused severe damage in doing so. Doors had to be replaced, window had to be replaced.
Ludlow seniors also come here every day to eat lunch and play cards. The vandalism left them with nothing.
We had to tell them that we were temporarily closed, and then we would contact them and let them know when they could come back.
Cox was able to get the building back open a few days later, but even now, you can still see the damage left behind.
We're recovering. So right now we're just waiting for the insurance company to process all the details.
Now, the doors, the window, that wall, that's all been fixed, and they are slowly getting everything back in order. Now, the community center says that police are still investigating, but they do have a suspect in mind. Live in the newsroom, Jessica Shaw, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And you just have to ask yourself why. What's the motive when you see vandalism like that? You just don't get it.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, Jessica.
Danville police are looking for a bank robber. The First Midwest Bank on North Vermilion was hit this morning. Now, police say a man showed tellers a gun and demanded money. He left with an unknown amount of cash. Police are looking for a white man wearing a black baseball cap, sunglasses, a dark tank top, and also camouflage pants with large pockets. A Ford County man now faces second-degree murder charges after the death of a Gibson City man. It's an update from your news leader. Ryan Nibby is accused of beating Tim Robertson to death. He was originally charged with aggravated battery. The state's attorney filed new charges after Robertson died. Nibby's bond was increased to $400,000. In Clark County, authorities arrest a man over the weekend accused of having a meth lab. Investigators were doing a probation compliance check when they found him. They collected 5 buckets of hazardous materials at the scene. Among the stuff, a bottle that was still smoking. Investigators also found meth in stolen cars. So far, the suspect's name has not been released.
A Champaign County Fire Department is sending out its own call for help. The Longview pumper truck is more than 20 years old. The department got it as a gift from the Peoria Fire Department, but has already spent more than $40,000 fixing it up. So department leaders trying to find ways to get enough money for a new one.
We have no funding available whatsoever to replace this truck other than with some assistance from the federal government. We want to ensure that our firefighters are safe. We want to ensure once we get to the scene that our community is safe. And that's all we're asking is for the apparatus to ensure our community's safety.
Longview Fire is reaching out to government leaders. The department needs a grant from FEMA to foot the bill for a new truck. It would cost about $300,000.
Well, the state fair is a yearly tradition for a lot of families, but some have been forced to stay home because of a tight budget. Well, WCIA 3's Ashley Michaels live at the state fair for us tonight. And Ashley, a trip there doesn't have to cost a fortune.
Not at all, Dave. Once you're parked and you're inside the gates, you can actually do a lot here without having to spend a dime.
Once a year, something you look forward to.
But all of the fun that comes along with a yearly state fair visit can really add up.
When you've got a big family, can't afford all those other things, so free things help.
And there are plenty. For starters, kids can spend a whole day in Conservation World at no charge. That's where you can learn to fish or catch a mid-afternoon performance from the Whip Guy. This is just one of the dozens of free shows that run each day. And don't forget about the hours of live music at any one of the free stages. You can also check out the more than 10,000 animals. Aside from livestock, this year there's a free exotic petting zoo and the Budweiser Clydesdales.
It's lots of entertainment to do for free and you don't have to break the bank.
But after a long day, you're probably going to be hungry.
We come here every year because of the fact that you can get a corn dog for $1.
Or a hot dog or fries.
This is probably the first thing we paid for. I'd rather come here and pay $1 so we can spend more money and get more things later.
And if you want to splurge a little after a day of savings, just for $1, you can try your hand at milking a cow. Then wash it all down with your free milk sample.
Not breaking the bank. Yeah, you don't have to. You just come and you know the places to go.
$20, you can probably have a good day at the fair.
Those are just a fraction of the budget-friendly activities that you can do here. And don't forget, Sunday is Family Day, so everybody gets in for just $3. Live at the State Fair, Ashley Michaels, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
I was going to say, boy, you get your own milk. What a deal, but that's not quite the same milk. All right, Ashley, thanks very much. All right, so what do you think about the prices at the Illinois State Fair? Are they reasonable? Do they fit your budget? It is our sound off at 6 tonight, so go to our Facebook page, post a comment. We'll read them later in the newscast.
And definitely a cloudy start to the week for the State Fair. Derek Favorite is there. I know the sun's been going in and out. Right now, I think it's out.
Yeah, right now it's out and may get a little wet here in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump right to storm tracker radar. The showers and thunderstorms are definitely in the air. We have not heard any rumbles of thunder here in the state fairgrounds, so that's a bit of good news. Let's continue on here and go ahead and go to the Midwest satellite and radar and kind of show you a quick view of the rain moving through from west to east earlier. We expect scattered showers and thunder showers kind of off and on through the evening, but zooming out, you can see to the west, we have clearer skies that start to push in to the area. Temperature-wise across the area tonight, we do expect temperatures to start to drop eventually, but generally you're going to be in the 70s for the evening hours, I should say. And your dew points, yeah, they're pretty high right now. We're talking dew points around 70 degrees or so. It is a very muggy and kind of a very tropical type of air mass that we're dealing with. Let's start with Future Track here, kind of a local view, take you through the next 24 hours or so. We expect any shower or thunderstorm activity to clear out. By tomorrow morning, we should be dry. We will start the day with some cloud cover. By the end of the day, we're not going to be dealing with any more cloud cover. Sunshine and the humidity drops throughout the entire day tomorrow. If you couldn't make it out to the fair today, trust me, tomorrow is going to be a nicer day, and the rest of the week is going to be a nicer day. Because look at this. As you can see, we are expecting high pressure to basically take over the next several days. Those days are going to be plenty of sunshine. We're expecting temperatures only in the mid-70s. Overnight lows in the 50s, in some cases the low 50s as we walk into the middle parts of our week. So your forecast for tonight, an overnight low dropping into the 60s, obviously scattered showers, a few rumbles of thunder here and there. And then as we get into tomorrow, we do expect mostly sunny skies to eventually develop, though the morning hours will have some cloud cover. 78 your high for tomorrow. 7-day forecast, sunshine expected Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Partly cloudy skies return to the area. 80 on Saturday. And notice the bump in temperatures, mid-80s expected by the time we get through the weekend. There are some indications that maybe, just maybe, we'll have a little bit of a bounce back from summer as we get into the weekend and the beginning parts of next week. But Dave and Jennifer, the weather from here on out for the rest of this week looks very fall-like. Sunshine, the warmer side of fall too. So if you get out today, you got some nicer days coming your way. And by the way, come out and see us during CI Living from 4 to 5 o'clock every day. Right here, we're just north of the grandstand. Hope you guys will come say hi. Of course, I'm missing you guys back home as well.
Oh, we always miss you, Derek. But you are yet another free thing to go watch at the State Fair.
Yeah, you can come see me on a budget.
There you go. All right, thanks.
All right, well, there's hundreds of workers who have lost their jobs here in Illinois this week. We're going to see how area colleges are helping them get back on their feet.
And also tonight.
Hundreds of fans are already here for tonight's Illinois football scrimmage. I'm Aaron Bennett live at Camp Rantoul. We'll give you the very latest coming up later in sports.
From your local news leader, Jennifer Roscoe, Dave Benton, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Derek Faber and Aaron Bennett on sports. You're watching WCIA 3 News at 6 in high definition.
And a light check.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
News in HD continues here on WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Well, hundreds of manufacturing workers have lost their jobs around Central Illinois this year.
And now several community colleges are trying to help them get back on their feet. WCIA 3's Anna Carrera is here with the story. And Anna, they are starting a new program that teaches these workers new skills.
Well, community colleges like Lakeland and Parkland College already have programs made for manufacturers. Now they'll be working together to compile a better curriculum to train workers to be on the cutting edge of technology advancements. There are more than 600,000 unfilled manufacturing jobs around the U.S. now, so school leaders say it's a matter of making sure workers' skills fit the job description.
If you look at modern manufacturing today, they need that highly trained, well-skilled workforce, much so than they might have needed 30 years ago. And that's where they're getting a lot of their productivity increases, is through that skilled workforce.
Organizers call this new collaboration the East Central Illinois Consortium for Advanced Technology Careers Hub. The group has already applied for an $8.8 million grant to help move the program forward. It emphasizes science, technology, engineering, and math fundamentals. Now, other schools involved with this program include Richland Community College and DAC. Back to you.
Certainly needed right now. All right, thanks very much, Anna. And by the way, Central Illinois has taken a hit in manufacturing jobs already this year. In the past 5 months, Caterpillar announced 760 people were losing their jobs. And a construction company in Decatur, All-Tri-R, says 175 workers could lose their jobs because it lost a contract. Statewide unemployment rate for June, all across all parts of the workforce, just over 9%.
Well, Champaign School is looking into a different source of energy, why it's using more than just brain power.
Also tonight,
the competition in camp gets ramped up to a whole new level tonight as the Illini football team takes the field for a live scrimmage. Coming up in sports, we'll tell you which position battle the coaches will be watching very closely.
news in HD continues here on WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Well, a Champaign school could soon see a new addition.
Jefferson Middle School has been working on getting a wind turbine for months. Teachers want to use it in their lessons. The turbine would go in this field between the middle school and Centennial High School. It would be a small one, no bigger than a light pole, and it would make lessons more hands-on.
We'll have a very small-scale educational purpose wind turbine where they'll be able to collect real-time data, go out, experience the wind, feel it, see what's doing, compare that data to our weather station information.
The school board will pick a contract for that project tonight. Jefferson is hoping to have the turbine installed by December. Lots of weather to talk about in December.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? It's a nice day for some football. The Illini out at Camp Rantoul, and that's where we find Aaron Bennett. The game pretty much started, the scrimmage?
Yeah, that's right, Dave. The scrimmage just underway. This is fun. We get to see offense versus defense for the first time this fall. Coming up next in sports, we're going to tell you why tonight's scrimmage could be a big factor in determining which quarterback starts the season opener.
Now, HD Sports with Aaron Bennett from your local news leader.
We are live at Camp Rantoul where the Illinois football team is scrimmaging behind me right now. This is their one and only public scrimmage of the fall. So if you want to come and check them out, you've still got time. They'll be on the field here at Camp Rantoul for another hour or so. It's free and open to the public, so come on out and check out this team. I'm going to step out of the frame and kind of let you see what's going on behind me. This is the number 2 offense led by Riley O'Toole on the field right now. They've split the team up into 2 groups. They're going head-to-head in a game-type setting. This really helps head coach Tim Beckman and the coaching staff see what they've got with this team. There's a lot of new faces, so it's a chance to see how some of these young players respond to some physicality. Now, we asked Beckman what he'll be watching for tonight, and he pointed to one particular position group he'll be keeping a close eye on.
The competition, I mean, the things that we talk about from, the first day that we joined this program is to compete and to continue to compete at all positions. I think you look at the quarterback position right now, they're very, very comparable. I mean, Nathan and Riley have been doing the things that we ask them to do and do it right. Aaron Bailey's come in and learned the offense extremely quick, and he adds kind of another dimension for us offensively.
Now, Beckman reiterated that Nathan Shieldhouse is the starter right now, but in our live interview at 5 o'clock, offensive coordinator Bill Cubitt said Riley O'Toole is pushing Nathan for that starting spot. Whoever starts, they'll have some new wide receivers to throw to this year. One of those is junior college transfer Martez Barr. He's from Washington, D.C. He's hoping to continue the D.C. to Illinois pipeline. I had a chance to sit down with Barr to talk about his role at Illinois.
So far in camp, you've only had a little bit of practice. How different is the junior college camp and practice versus what you've seen here at Illinois?
It's a lot more defined than what we want to do. I know when we started camp in JUCO, it was about 250 kids, and they kind of just dropped off as camp kept going. But here is more defined than what our offense is going to be and who we're going to play here and what we're going to do.
What do you think about Illinois as a school and as a program so far now that you're sort of immersed in it a little bit more?
I love it. Of course, being from Washington, D.C., Illinois is everything with all the guys that came from there. So I love Illinois, period. Just even before I got here, it was just a blessing to play here now.
Yeah, guys like Aurelius Ben, Eddie McGee, just a handful of guys who have played here, had success at Illinois. I mean, you mentioned it. You guys have heard about this, and that's something that's in the culture, I guess, over there in the D.C. area?
Definitely. I grew up as a fan of watching Aurelius Ben. Even in high school when I played against him, Eddie McGee, Tavon Wilson, all these guys, I'm just here to continue the legacy from the D.C. to Illinois. That's about it.
What do you think about the offense that Bill Cubitt has brought here and how you might fit in and the style that he wants to play here?
It's perfect for me. I love it. Playing in the slot, he has a lot to do, like a lot of packages, like where he can put you wherever you want to be at and make you successful. Like if you're good at running corner routes, he's going to make you run corner routes where he want to put you at, and you become successful in the offense. I love it.
Now, Barr is one of a number of new players competing for playing time this fall, and tonight's scrimmage could go a long way to determining who gets those starting jobs on August 31st. We'll have a full recap of tonight's scrimmage coming up tonight at 10. For now, though, that'll do it for me live at Camp Rantoul. We'll be back with more after this.
And here's what we're working on for you new tonight at 10.
Yards in Tolone are empty after a rash of sign thefts. But for one family, their sign was more than just school spirit. Why it can never be replaced.
That more at 10, and we wanted to know and sound off at 6. Do you think the state fair on the prices reasonable? Do they fit your budget? Melinda says no, especially the new concert prices. Not going to any this year. It's cheaper to see shows in St. Louis.
Jackie loves the fair. They go every year to see the harness horse races, also to support farming in Illinois. It's a once-a-year life. It's once a year, and it's worth it.
And Christy says the prices haven't been reasonable since 1999. It's a waste of money to me.
That is the news. Thanks for joining us.
Good time.